One of the famous stories is you coming up with the name Stone Cold, and I know you write about this in your book. But yeah, how did that happen?
Do you know, we were just sitting on the couch and just flicking through channels. It was very much, again, another fluke, if you want, because this show came on, and I forget his name, who is the Iceman. And this show came on, and we just started watching the show. And Steve's like, "Oh, that's the kind of character that I want to be." This guy was I don't know, he's a hitman or something, but he used to put people in the fridge or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, the ice dagger.
Freeze. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then he did tell the office at WWE, what that, and they did fax these names like Ice Dagger, Fang McFrost. I can remember Brian Pillman and Steve, and he had him on speakerphone, and I can remember absolute hysterics over these names, but Steve just couldn't get it, and again, I'm from England, so I do drink hot tea, and I remember he was sitting on the end of the bed, and I just he was very pensive, looking down at the floor, and I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You'll come up with something, but drink your tea before it gets stone cold." And then I went, "Oh my God, there it is. That's your name." And he just had this big smile, and that's exactly how it happened.
yeah,
Just just one of those things you say,
crazy. It's hard to imagine anything else now. It's also very timely right now. I mean, in not just in wrestling, but entertainment. You had Prince, who passed away last week, who,
Yeah, in China.
and
So
China,
sad.
and I was,
The same drugs that killed her. But I have a story in my book. I actually was at my house. This is after my divorce, and I had a nanny, and my two daughters were there. They were very young, Stephanie and Cassie, and nobody could wake me up. And ambulance was called, and three firemen actually showed up on the scene, and I didn't really have a pulse. I was just about dead,
jeez.
and it was the same drugs, Ambien and Xanax, that I took, that the China died on, the same drugs, and I can tell you what, those are so addictive. You get withdrawals, like, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you can't really get off of it without professional help. I mean, I know what it's like to be on those pills, and it's really difficult. But yeah, it's just so sad about so many people, like, Tony, China, and quite a few women in the industry that have died.